What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to another edition of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Oh, God, all right.
Right out the gate.
Starting with that, huh?
Right out the gate.
All right, well. Oh, man.
You think we'll be able to recover from that?
I don't know. Maybe YouTube will penalize us again.
Yeah. And not let us post for 2 weeks. Which is why we haven't posted in a while.
Yeah, this
Just thought I'd point that out.
This episode is actually a week old by the time you guys see it, because the episode you're watching today is last week's episode, because we had we talked a little bit about it in that episode, but what happened is we were unable to post on this channel for like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, that was fun.
I knew that would happen some way, somehow, eventually. I really did.
I didn't think it would be this soon, though.
Me either. I mean, it's only season 2.
We have 23 subscribers.
I know.
Like,
that's another thing.
It's not like we have just a shit ton of people like watching us.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess
What the fuck is going on here?
we got a good amount. We're sponsored by coffee this episode.
Yeah.
Just good old
Black
coffee.
with no sugar.
Black like our souls.
Washington, D.C., where I'm from.
You intentionally blocked me.
I didn't mean to. That wasn't
Alright.
intentional, honestly.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Jordan's back.
Seth's back.
Oh, almost got stung again. I don't really even care at this point. I'm done caring. That's my New Year's resolution.
Don't care.
Yeah.
New Year, don't care.
Yeah, see, because it all started yesterday, okay? I have, like, you know, these allergies or whatever. The pollen count's been really high.
The pollen.
I guess. I guess that's it.
The pollen count.
Well, anyway.
Pollen. The pollen's been really high.
It has. And my lungs were hurting. And I was like, I have cancer.
That's like your go-to.
I know, it pisses me off. So I'm just not even gonna fucking think about it anymore.
That's the best way to be, man.
Do your lungs hurt sometimes? Is this common?
Just to make you feel better, I'm gonna say yeah.
But no.
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 I mean, sometimes, I don't know. Like, I think it's more like heartburn, though.
You might be right.
Because it's in your chest, but it's like, it doesn't hurt to breathe. It's more heartburn than it is, like my lungs hurting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think that's it, but I don't know. I mean, do they hurt now?
It's like the left side. Yeah.
So it could just be like perpetual heartburn.
I hope. That would... I don't know. I can take deep breaths and stuff, so I mean, like...
Me smoking right beside you probably is not helping it.
I feel like I don't think about these things.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think about them logically. Like, if I had a tumor, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it would definitely affect your breathing. It would definitely not be good for your lungs.
And here I am vaping. I'm like, oh.
Well, Labor Day's coming up, guys. You get a 3-day weekend. I, on the other hand, do not.
Why didn't you work a 10 or something? No, I'm just kidding. We all know that that's not an option.
Well, you get a 3-day weekend because you were off on weekends.
Good old post office.
And I would have gotten a 3-day weekend if my schedule had not changed, because right now I'm Monday through Friday. But starting this week, I am Tuesday through Saturday.
Oh, so you got Mondays off?
But I get off at 5 o'clock every day.
You have Sunday, Monday?
I have Sunday, Monday.
That's a good schedule. I'd rather have that schedule than the schedule I have.
And where it starts this week, I had a 3-day weekend this weekend by default, because I'm already off on Saturdays, and the new schedule is off on Mondays.
Oh, so you were kind of just like...
Yeah, but I mean, now I get Labor Day off, but it's because I'm already off that day. Like, so.
Technically, you got your 3-day weekend though, right?
Yeah, right now.
Is Labor Day this week?
next.
Oh, okay, I thought so. Starts next
week.
month. September,
Yeah.
like what?
September 2nd.
It's on a Monday. It's on a Monday every year, right?
Yeah, it's always the first Monday of September.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? We dance the night
Is that
away.
That's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
It is. They're like,
They had a lot of good hits, man.
I like Earth, Wind, and Fire a lot.
You know who else is really good that doesn't get a lot of recognition nowadays?
Who?
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Never even heard of them.
Really?
See, you're right. We can't play them.
Nope.
Not gonna open that can of worms.
This channel will no longer have
Music from other people.
music from other people unless it's like a cover that we're doing,
Yeah,
because
we got fucked over.
Universal
hard.
Music Group doesn't like that.
I wish there was a way to tell them that everybody hates R. Kelly and no one really cared. You know? Like,
I wish there was too.
he peed on a chick. We're not really that fond of him anymore. America has shunned him. Did you see him break down in that interview? I know I did.
Also, sorry as well, because season 2 has lasted longer than season 1, but has had less episodes so far because of the copyright strike.
We're getting our stamina up.
So we were unable to do the original plan. This weekend was supposed to be the weekend that we got Antonio and Gerard on, and we were all gonna drink.
Heavily.
And we're unable to do that because it set us back a couple of weeks. We got one episode taken down completely, and then we were unable to upload another episode. So we went 2 weeks with no new episode. I think what we're gonna do though, like, we're gonna try, because I've still got the other episodes saved, the one that got taken down. I've still got it saved.
Good. We can post that.
So what we can do is just keep posting it
over and over.
at least
over.
once a year, because you can get 3 copyright strikes per year apparently.
Really?
So we're going to post it at least once a year just to see what happens. Either that or when we get like a little more serious and actually like edit the videos a little bit.
Yeah.
I can just mute all the music in it.
That's a good idea.
Because the whole episode, we talk about music, but there's only like 10 minutes worth of actual music being played.
Yeah. Hey, actually, if you were to add it all up, I guarantee it's under 10.
Me too. Yeah, we just talked a lot.
Yeah, about now 14.
Yeah. That was the title of the episode. Now that's what I call a podcast 14. that's what I named it. But
the entire episode.
Of course, it got taken down, so we couldn't.
You guys have something against our childhood?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
That's all. That's all it was. Just nostalgia, man.
Yeah, we were hanging out.
That's all we did. We listened to the whole album, basically.
Why do you guys love me so much? I'm definitely not sweet smelling.
A little bit.
At least I don't think I smell like a cupcake.
A cupcake?
Yeah. Something sweet, you know.
Is your chair wet?
No, not yet. But then again, it hasn't seen me yet, so.
Mine's kind of damp. It hasn't seen you yet. Okay.
I'm a piece of ass.
Ooh, yeah.
You ladies need to quit treating me like a piece of meat.
Yeah. Fuck you, girls. Fuck girls, man.
Yeah, I'm sick of all the hypocrisy surrounding the uterus.
Y'all play too much.
Yeah, play too many games.
You gotta be for real.
I'm just kidding. You're beautiful creatures.
Not for play.
One day.
Oh, what is wrong with this ring? Alright, there we go. I don't know what I'm looking up. I just feel weird not having it in front of me.
I guess I just feel like
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Those people. Tom Waits is like fucking insane. Have you ever seen him in interviews?
Yeah, he's weird.
Dude.
He's a strange man, but he's awesome.
He's a great dude. like artistic wise.
Yeah.
But I mean, like some of the shit he says is just crazy. Like something about reality is for people who can't handle drugs. He said that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay.
So, what the fuck is that?
That appears to be some sort of bird.
Was it a bird?
Of the aviation species.
No way.
Way.
Of the aviation species. Okay.
They seem to fly around in the air.
Well, let's take a look at the top.
Y'all are starting to piss me off.
Yeah, just fucking sweat bees.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry, I'm not damp today. I wore deodorant all over my body. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I guess where it rained yesterday.
When it rains, I don't mind being lonely. I cry right along with the sky. When it rains. That's all I remember of the song.
Good old. Who was that? Gary Allen?
I think so. My hair's at that point in growth where I look like an 80s model.
Yeah, man.
It's annoying.
Well, the one that came up was Paramore.
Look how flippy.
But I don't think it's Paramore.
It isn't Paramore. That's a lie. They may have covered it.
Eli Young. No, that doesn't sound right either. So that's an older song, right?
Yeah.
When it rains, I cry right along with the sky.
I'm a doom drummer.
It is. Oh, it is the Eli Young band. When did this come out?
Oh.
I don't even know. 2008? I thought it was older than that. I thought it was like 2002.
When you play this back, you're going to see the best sludge drummer impression you've ever seen in your life.
I hope so.
I'll...
I was going to say, I hope they use that as the little thumbnail. Oh my god. This episode is featuring sweat bees, because you can clearly see them flying around.
I love it, dude. All they do is hit a tom, a snare, a cymbal, and the bass drum. The entire time.
Yeah, I feel like certain genres, I could be a really good drummer.
Me too. All I have to do is get really into it and beat the fuck out of the skins.
Like noise rock, I could.
Oh yeah, me too, dude. It'd be fun.
Because you don't do anything. But I digress.
You should listen to the Melvins.
Melvins are alright. I like the Melvins.
I wish I would have thought of it first.
What, the Melvins?
Yeah. Or Guar.
Or the Residents.
Yeah. I like the Residents. I also like the Smiths. They're not the same, but still, when it comes to like plain band names.
I hate Morrissey though.
I do too. I want to punch him.
He's such a
dick.
Oh my god, I hate him.
He's one of those people like that. They're annoying about how they're vegetarian.
Yeah.
Like he's just shoving it down your throat, people. Eat what the fuck you want. You're gonna die when you're like 80 anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Morrissey quotes. Just let's see how pretentious this asshole can be.
I love it.
If it loads. I'm kind of far from the Wi-Fi, so I pulled everything else up real quick. I don't know what the fuck is happening. There we go. Alright.
The sweat bees are interfering with the transmission.
Fucking probably. Fucker. When I'm lying in bed, I think about life and I think about death, and neither one particularly appeals to me.
What a fucking douchebag.
Long hair is an unpardonable offense, which should be punishable by death.
We should beat his ass. He's like 60 though, isn't that a hate crime?
I've never intended to be controversial, but it's very easy to be controversial in pop music because nobody ever is. I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah, that is a lie. Lady Gaga.
Everybody is controversial.
The Weeknd.
Is he controversial?
Well, I mean, he did write a song about cocaine. I feel like that's kind of controversial.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you. And I love
Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying people got upset about it.
And I love it.
That song's about drugs.
It is about drugs.
Most songs are about drugs.
A lot of songs are about drugs and sex.
Welcome to real life.
Alright, so here are the top 15 most outrageous Morrissey quotes.
Ooh.
In 2013, Morrissey referred to David and Victoria Beckham as the Peckhams and described them as insufferable and suggested that they be dragged to the edge of a village and flogged.
Alright. I mean, he must feel really strongly about soccer.
2012, Morrissey links the suicide of a London nurse to the Duchess Kate Middleton. There's no blame placed at Kate Middleton, who was in the hospital for, as far as I can see, absolutely no reason. She feels no shame about the death of this woman. The arrogance of the British royals is staggering. Also in 2012, he and his band wore "We Hate William and Kate" shirts on stage.
What are we, 5?
2012, in an open letter to his fan club, Morrissey rips into the blustering jigoism, I don't know what that even
Blustering
means,
jigoism.
of the London Olympics, comparing the, ow, God, one of them just stung my toe. Comparing the mood in the UK to Nazi Germany. The dazzling royals have quite naturally hijacked the Olympics for their own empirical needs, and no oppositional voice is allowed in the free press. The spirit of the 1939 Germany now pervades throughout media brand Britain. I don't know what this guy's deal is.
He's just an idiot who got lucky. Which is hopefully my case at the end of life. An idiot who got lucky.
2011, a massacre in Norway happened, which 77 people died. Morrissey told a crowd at one of the concerts, "That is nothing compared to what happens in McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken every day."
Are we like...
In 2010, discussing animal cruelty in China, Morrissey told the magazine The Guardian, "You can't help but feel that the Chinese are a subspecies."
Well, that's pretty racist if you want to...
2009, Morrissey was at Coachella. He left the stage explaining, "The smell of burning animals is making me sick. I can smell burning flesh, and I hope to God it's human." This dude's like, I don't know.
He's like Gigi Allen if Gigi Allen were a pussy.
2002, from a documentary about Morrissey, he said, "Bring me the head of Elton John, which is one instance in which meat would not be murder if it were served on a plate." What's it got against Elton John?
He's better than he is.
I was
So.
gonna say, Elton John's gay too. Like, does he realize that?
Does he? Is Morrissey gay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's super gay.
He said he's super gay.
He's like gay to the point where it's annoying. Now don't get me wrong. I don't mind people being gay. I don't care. But if you're being a dick about it...
That's when it starts to get annoying. That's with anything, though. Religion, race. I hate people that take pride in their race.
Yeah, like...
You didn't earn that. You were born that way. Like, white pride's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
1997, Morrissey bashes Madonna and says, Madonna reinforces everything absurd and offensive. Desperate womanhood. Madonna is closer to organized prostitution than actual prostitution.
What's wrong with organized prostitution? What's wrong with prostitution in general? I got in an argument with a girl about this.
What did she say?
She was trying to say that if anybody prostitutes themselves, they should be taken out and shot in the head or some stupid shit.
Damn.
And I was like, first of all, it's none of your business what somebody else chooses to do with their body. What if it's the only thing they're good at? And it's like the only way that they can make fucking money. You know what I mean?
Sex.
Yeah. What if that's the only, like, you know?
Hey, I mean, you gotta think, I mean, that could be, like, the case. You never know.
And she's over here, like, trying to say that they don't have the right to do that when it's clearly a victimless crime. She tried to bring up the fact that people could get STDs and stuff, but I mean, they're taking that into accountability whenever they purchase a hooker.
Yeah, that's like the whole thing. Like, you know the shit that could happen.
It's very risky. And in Australia, they have it regulated. They have brothels and things of that nature. It's legal there, so they can actually regulate it. So they, like, get women tested for STDs and things of that nature. Dudes, like, the STD rates are very, very low in Australia as far as that is concerned.
Speaking of Australia, in 1994, when asked about an incident in which an Australian student shot a starting pistol at the Prince of Wales, Morrissey responded, "I wish that Prince Charles had been shot. I think it would have made the world a more interesting place." 1992, Morrissey dislikes dance music. He says, "It's the refuge for the mentally deficient. It's made by dull people for dull people."
Have you ever listened to a Smiths album? Pretty dull. Pretty fucking dull. I mean, I like the Smiths, but they're dull.
1985. Yeah. 1985, Morrissey slams the charity group Band-Aid and its co-founder. Bob Geldof is a nauseating character. Band-Aid and Live Aid is the most self-righteous platform ever in the history of popular music.
You know what I wish we had right now?
A gun to shoot Morrissey.
Not only that, but a fire extinguisher for all these fucking bees.
Yeah. Not even real bees, they're like sweat bees.
Yeah, they're like the pussy bees.
This may be the first episode where you guys see us
get angry.
Move locations.
That too.
Depending on how hot it is in there, we could probably do it in there, honestly. It looks like they've got the windows open. You may be able to do it in there. Alright, guys.
We're gonna move.
But we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna see how hot it is in here.
Yeah.
So you get a first-hand account. Oh, God. Alright. We're gonna see if this works. So let's see. It is unlocked, which is a good sign. Oh yeah, that's not that bad in here. It's very dark, so we would have to turn the lights on, but yeah, I think we're gonna move in here, guys.
Yeah.
Depending on yeah. Oh, fans going. Yeah, dude. I don't know if they're gonna have to leave this on or not, but alright, where are the lights at?
That's the night the lights went out in Georgia.
There's one right there. Let's see.
That's the night that they hung an in Superman.
There we go.
One day, I'm gonna get a dope little camper.
Dope little camper.
And I'm gonna put a fucking air conditioner in it. And that's where I'm gonna take refuge.
I don't like it.
And write a comedy. Gonna have a camper specifically for writing comedy.
Hey, alright, yeah, we got some light. Alright, so, now that we know what we're doing, alright, we're gonna go grab everything.
Yeah, boy.
This is
The story of a girl
who cried a river
who drowned the whole world.
And while she looks so sad in photographs,
I absolutely love her
when she smiles.
You know what I actually like more than that song?
9 Days, the band that did it.
No.
Alright, so what we're gonna do, actually, let me smoke real quick before we go in there.
1, 2, Princess knew before you.
Oh, spin doctors?
That's what I said now.
Alright, so we're gonna film out here for just a little bit longer. This is the first move that you guys have seen. No, it's not. The cameras fell
Fuck
before,
y'all up.
but we smoke this.
Bitch ass motherfuckers.
Smoke this real quick, then we'll go inside and finish this out because the sweat bees are attacking us.
I'm attacking back.
There we go. But yeah, so what I was gonna say before we started singing absolutely the story of a girl. This is on my property, but it's my neighbor's camper. It's actually my neighbor's dad's camper. They park it down here by the creek, where we do our extracurricular activities. And we're gonna go in there and film after I finish smoking this because the sweat bees are ridiculous and this is not helping them.
Suck it.
Can't see me, sweat bees.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Wait. Fuck these bees.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I went down the wrong hole.
nice.
It hurts.
You good?
Yeah, I'm great. Life's never been better.
I'm honestly glad we got that on camera.
Me too.
That was awesome. Oh my god.
That was for you guys.
That was awesome. Well, so I don't know. This episode is reminding me a lot of the first season because we had no real end goal.
Nope, no agenda.
No agenda at all, which is good.
Do you want one? We can figure something out here.
Yeah, let's talk about the gay agenda.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Can you believe people think that's a thing?
Yeah.
That there's a gay agenda in this country?
Putting chemicals in the water, it's turning the freaking frog gay!
Here's the fun part about homosexuality and sexuality in general. You either are or you aren't. And it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. So, I mean, why are we having a debate about it in this country still?
My thing, and this is serious before people start, like, clowning me about it.
Right.
I think homosexuality is a form of evolution to help control the population. Just think about it. We got way too many people on the earth right now, and 2 dudes can't make a baby.
But they can fuck each other.
They can fuck each other, but they can't make a baby. So I think it's a step in our evolutionary process to, like, deter overpopulation. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
So are you trying to say, like, do you think that everybody will be gay one day?
No, I think
like, I'm just wondering, like,
I think right now is actually the peak of it because this is the most accepting time of it.
Yeah.
And I think like the next few decades are going to be like the peak, and then there will always be homosexuals, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Like, you know, like, yes, there's still racism, but nowhere compared to what it was in the 60s. You know, it's a gradually changing thing. So in the next few decades, being gay is not going to be like, oh, I can't believe there's gay people. They're going to be like, oh, okay, all right, you like dudes a lot. That's fine.
That's fine.
Like, that's what it's going to be. And I honestly think it's like a form of evolution that we have created ourselves to, I guess, curb the population. And it helps too, because I mean, you think about it. I read in a study, don't quote me on this because I can't remember where it was, but most people that are adopting are gay couples.
Makes sense.
So, gay couples and couples who can't have children of their own are the main ones that adopt, which is good, because that, I mean, obviously, like, there's way too many kids in the system.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone that's, like, pro-life is like, well, you should adopt. It's like, all right, well, you adopt.
Yes, exactly. You know the thing about
Why
pro-life?
don't you adopt them?
The thing that pisses me off about pro-life is they only care about you up until you're born.
That's the thing too,
Fuck
man.
off
Like,
with
they
that shit.
don't take into consideration the environment that they would be born in. You know, because most of the people that give up their children for adoption, contrary to popular belief, it is not just like teenagers and drug addicts.
Exactly.
It's people. It's people who literally, not that they don't want the child, it's that they know they could not care for them.
Let me go ahead and go out on a limb here and just say this. Even if it was a drug addict,
That still doesn't change that they, you know.
it's none of your fucking business.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. Everyone is too involved in everyone else's life. And it's
Not my
real,
fucking kid. I didn't make it.
It's real shitty. Yeah. Like,
I did not help make that kid. I don't have a say. I don't have a say. It's not my body. Like, it's just the debate that pisses me off, man.
yeah, like, it's just like abortion. Like, I think it should be legal up to a certain point. I think within the first 2 trimesters, if you want to get an abortion, you should be allowed. Do I 100% agree with it? No. That's not something that I think me or my wife would do.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think that someone should be forced to have a child that they either do not want or know that they would not be able to care for.
Yes.
And the thing is, like, I lost my train of thought. Oh, like, everyone, like, shits on them all the time. Like, the people that protest on State Street.
For abortion, yeah, at the abortion clinic.
Like, you gotta think, like...
That's not even an abortion clinic. That's a women's center.
Yeah, and, I mean, you gotta think, like,
Right.
the women going in there... okay,
They may not even be going in there for abortions.
well, even if they are, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that 95% of the women who decide to get an abortion are not doing it with the mindset of, I don't want this fucking kid.
We've been giving women shit for years, though, man. We shouldn't even be telling them what the fuck to do. Like,
That's the thing, because
like,
I guarantee you, not that only a handful are actually going in there with the mindset of, I don't want this fucking kid, just get it out of me. Like, I guarantee you 95% of them have sat down, weighed the options, and have decided that that is the best option at that point in their life.
And honestly, no matter what anybody says, even when they make that choice, it's traumatizing.
Yeah, you got to think they already feel like shit for what they're about to do, and you guys protesting them are making them feel even worse.
Way worse. For no reason.
Like,
other than the fact that you don't have a fucking job and your kids don't give a shit about you, so they don't visit you on the weekends or whatever.
And just an observation, everyone that I have seen protesting against abortion, no one wants to have sex with you anyway.
Exactly.
So you have
already-
nothing to worry about. You will never have to come to that decision.
If you feel that passionately about somebody's life that isn't your own, I feel like people aren't going to like you anyway. That's why everybody hates politicians but still vote for them. I don't understand
Exactly.
that. Like, I don't vote because I hate the scumbags.
Well,
Like,
sweat bees are gone now. You
Peop-
want to stay out here or
Sure.
still move?
we can stay out here unless you want to move.
I want to stay out here since they're gone. All right, keep them entertained. I'm going to go turn the lights off in there.
All right. Well, I really don't know what to do here, but while Jordan's gone, let's do something hilarious. Gonna flip all of his cigarettes upside down. Do this all the time to people. And then they're like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, you have nothing but Lucky cigarettes now. That's all.
What'd you do?
Huh?
It's kind of
I do nothing.
product placement. Get us.
Hey,
Ban the episode.
I highly doubt they'll support us. They're Coca-Cola.
Good old Coca-Cola.
La 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 la. Now, I'm not the world's most passionate guy.
They're not super cold, but
Check. What the fuck is that? I'm not okay with
you
this
guys
shit.
can't see that.
Oh man, no, that was a giant bee.
It wasn't a bee. It was like a hornet wasp hybrid.
I'm not okay with that.
Well, it's
Like,
gone now.
I know that.
It was right behind the camera, though. I know you guys didn't see it, but we both like freaked out for a second. Seth almost spit coffee again.
Yeah, I didn't even have any in my mouth. I don't know.
Oh, that was wild looking. Oh my god.
That was badass.
Woohoo, man.
If I wasn't so like prone to swelling up, I'd be way more cool with them, man, because they're cool animals.
Yeah, they don't bother me. Like I was telling you, they don't bother me. I'm still not like particularly fond of them.
They're an insect, right? They only have six legs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm not particularly fond of them, but I mean,
I find them fucking interesting, dude. They like
wild.
they self-sustain so well.
They're wild, dude.
And like they make the coolest part about them is like they make homes out of trash.
Yeah.
Like that's the coolest fucking thing.
They're
to
like
me.
the hobos of the animal kingdom.
They make honey. That shit's cool to me too.
Bees do. Fuck yeah, dude.
My grandpa used to keep bees.
No, really?
Yeah, he'd like
Make his own honey.
yeah.
Have you ever had like raw honey?
Oh yeah, yeah,
That shit
for
is
sure.
Awesome.
It's delicious.
I tell you guys a secret. This is an old home remedy that my grandfather taught me. He was super old school. He used to make his own chewing tobacco.
Ooh, cool.
He would like plant the tobacco leaves and he would can them.
Right.
And what it is, he would put the tobacco leaves in there, like after they dried out and still had a little bit of moisture. He would put apple peels and vanilla extract and like a little bit of sugar in it, and he would like can it, and he would age it for like a year. And then he'd get it out, and it would taste like vanilla apple.
And there no nicotine.
No nicotine.
That's awesome.
It was just straight tobacco and just a little bit of sugar to keep it sweet and kind of preserve it, and apple peels, and he would pour vanilla extract in it.
You ever chewed tobacco?
I have. Chewing tobacco is really good. Skull and dip fucking sucks.
Fucking sucks.
Like, it's terrible. But chewing tobacco, like Red Man,
I used to dip all the time too. I'm glad I stopped.
see, I never like did it hardcore. If I did dip, I always got peach kayak. Remember that shit?
Dude, we would always get kayak because it was only 99 cents.
It was $1 for a can of it.
Me and my buddy Alex, we would always get his cousin Ricky to buy us like
A roll.
Yeah, a roll of Skull.
Yeah, dude.
And we would split it. I'd have 3 cans, he'd have 3 cans.
Dude, yeah, the kayak was good. I do remember that.
For how cheap it was.
If
I used to get the grape a lot.
Yeah, if I ever dipped again, like if I ever started, which I don't ever plan to, but if I ever decided to start again, I would definitely do the peach kayak. So for those of you that do dip, peach kayak, $1 a can, can't beat it. It's like what my dad said when he found out I smoked. He's like, well, you better find a brand that's cheap. Same thing with dip, because anything alcohol or tobacco related, the prices are going to keep going up. Because what happens is, another theory I have, politicians will always say, no new taxes. I won't have any new taxes, but they will raise the price
of everything.
Of alcohol and tobacco mainly. And the reason is because my theory is that they're trying to create a society where there is no middle class.
That makes sense.
They only want super rich and super poor.
Well, the super rich smoke. Always fucking with those cigars and shit.
But they can afford it. Why do you think cigars are so expensive and not cigarettes? Or why do you think, like, actual liquor is expensive but not beer?
Do you think there's going to be a class war?
I think, God damn it, the sweat bees are back. I think eventually, there's one on camera.
What up, sweaty?
I think eventually there will be a class war, and I don't think it's going to be like an actual like war. It's going to be more of like protests.
Well, you yuppies better take note.
But and it's not going to be like the Wall Street bullshit that happened. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be like full on like boycotts and shit.
The working class is a lot tougher than you guys. You might want to think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's... But no, I think, because what they say is no new taxes. I'm not going to raise the taxes on the working man.
I don't trust them.
Well, what does the working man do? They drink beer and they use tobacco. So they keep raising the price of beer and raising the price of tobacco. So they are taxing the working man, just not directly.
Indirectly.
That's the thing. And the working man belongs to middle class. Like, that was the whole idea. That's the whole definition of middle class. You're not rich, but you live comfortably and can support yourself and or your family. But they're trying to get rid of that.
Middle class is a cocksuck anyway.
I think they're trying to get rid of that.
We should be able to, at this point in society, people should be able to make more than middle class wage. I'm sorry, but we've come too far. Clearly, the Federal Reserve has proved that it really doesn't matter how much money you print off because they're just going to keep increasing the debt.
I think a way to kind of curb that, I think the minimum wage should be, there shouldn't be a national minimum wage. I think it should be decided by the state based on the surroundings. Because obviously it's cheaper to live where we live than it is New York.
You got to take into consideration that we have no gold or silver to back the money we have in circulation right now.
Right. We need to stop printing money as often as we do. Because I know a lot of people don't realize it, but it devalues the dollar. Yes, it's still a dollar, but it has no worth to it now.
You guys think that your taxes are going towards, like, you know, EBT and like child support, all that bullshit? You guys think that it's going towards like helping people that don't have jobs and stuff? Well, in reality, the debt is increasing because of the fact that we don't have any gold or silver to back the money we have in circulation. They get the working class to pay the debt off that they have between the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve because they're basically just trading IOUs back and forth. Yeah. I'll pay you back money when I can. Let me have $1 million, and then our debt increases by $1 million.
Yeah, and
that's how it happens.
And the thing is, like, people will say, "Oh, if we print more money, we'll have more money." And like I just said, it devalues it. Like, yes, it's still $1 or $20 or however much is printed, but the actual value of it goes down. That's like, I have a lighter. This is the only lighter in the world. I can set the price for whatever I want the price to be. But Seth now has a lighter.
Yeah.
This is not worth the same anymore because there's more of it. Now, think of everyone that has lighters just in your city alone. How much is a lighter? You can get them for $1 at gas stations. That's the same idea. We print more money. The more money is out there, the less actual value it has because there's more of it. Just like anything else.
Literally, you can thank Nixon for all of that.
That's why rare things. That's why rare things cost a lot of money because they're fucking rare.
Yeah.
That's like the whole idea.
And then you throw your...
This is the most political we've ever gotten.
I know. Fucking.
I'm glad that we both have like the same kind of views on it, though.
Yeah.
Like it.
Well, I mean, it's common sense. If people
sure,
would just apply common sense to politics, and more people would agree.
I'm sure it would be a much more interesting episode if we disagreed with each other, though. But
all right, well, in that case, I think the rich should eat the poor.
Fuck yeah. I mean, fuck no.
Start arguing
fuck
about
the rich.
Oh.
but the thing is, I don't have a problem with rich people. Like, see, that's where I'm in, like, the gray area, because it's like, I don't have an issue with people being rich. I do think they should be taxed the same. What the fuck?
Hey, a leaf.
I do think that it's fall, guys. I do think they should be taxed the same, though. Everyone needs to be taxed the same percentage.
And I also think they should be physically taxed.
Like, a flat tax. No, we need a flat tax. That's like when, I think it was, who was it? Herman Cain, was that his name?
Yeah, the black guy.
The black guy that ran a long time ago. He had a lot of stuff I did not agree with, but I did agree with the flat tax. And he said that everyone would be taxed 9% based on what you make. So if you make $100, you get $9 in taxes taken out. You make $1,000, you get $90 in taxes taken out. You make $10,000, you get $900 in taxes taken out. Everyone has the same amount taken out. And I agree with that.
There's going to be that one guy, though. You know, there's going to be that one guy that's like, there's some issues with that, actually, if you think about it.
Well, actually...
I hate those people. It's like, dude, you're acting like you have the answers, but you haven't figured a damn thing out.
Well, that's the thing. That's like, you know, like the flat tax. Like, that goes back to me not having a problem with rich people. Like, the only difference between me and Bill Gates is that he spends his time differently.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you think about it, like, it's... Everybody has 24 hours in a day.
Exactly.
What you choose to do with it, I mean, you know, that's up to you. Because I'm about to make a real bold statement. You can't help if you're born into poverty, but if you die in poverty, it's kind of your fault. There's way too many opportunities, especially, you know, as much as we shit on American government, America itself has way too many opportunities for you to actually die in poverty. I'm not saying you're going to get rich, but there are plenty of ways to live comfortably. And a lot of it comes down to not getting in fucking credit card debt.
Yeah. A lot of it comes down to...
A lot of it comes down to not acquiring debt. Like, be smart with your money.
Don't do meth. That's important.
Don't do meth.
Because then it changes you, and you become a very, 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 very annoying person.
And a shit person. You become a shit person. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's the truth.
I mean,
people need to hear that shit.
But see, also on the same spectrum, I think all drugs should be legal.
Me too.
And the only fact is, because you would, A, eliminate the black market, which would, B, make crime go down. It would also just tax it like you do alcohol and tobacco.
Well, I mean... You
would make money. The people are going to do it, whether it's legal or not.
I'm going to be honest.
Why not make money from it?
I don't think there should be companies that manufacture, like, meth and stuff. I feel like that's the only thing. I feel like you should be able to manufacture it in your home.
Yeah, that's the only reason that moonshine is illegal. Actual moonshine, not like the Smoky Mountain bullshit. Like, actual moonshine is illegal because it's not taxed. Like, it's not illegal to make moonshine, it's illegal to sell it because it's not taxed.
I'm just going to give you an example. Everclear is stronger than moonshine.
Yeah, but it's taxed.
And so it's on the shelves right now. You can literally go into your local liquor store, get yourself some grain alcohol, and then fuck your life up. That's what I did once, and I've never touched grain alcohol again. I've never known. You're supposed to mix it with stuff, but we were taking shots of it.
No, fuck that. Ain't no pussy.
Yeah, we were like, I'm not mixing this, and then I wish that I did by the end of the night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man, but...
Last night was fucked, too. I took, like, like 10 shots of vodka, and I had like 3 beers, and then I came back and I took some more shots of vodka.
Hell
And
yeah.
before I blacked out, dude, on my bed.
Dude,
It was scary.
It was last weekend that we had that, right?
Yeah.
The bonfire. All right. So to not be political the entire episode, the last 5-10 minutes or so, we're going to talk about our experience at the bonfire we had last weekend.
Shit was dope.
My favorite story so far, from what I can remember, was when me, Stephanie, and you and Christian were in my house, and Christian decided to stay because he was too drunk to drive, and you decided to stay because you were too drunk to drive. So you went into that spare bedroom and fell asleep, and Christian was going to crash on the couch. And Stephanie's friend Emily was supposed to stay as well, but she was still down here with Hunter and a couple other people. And so we told Christian before he fell asleep, we were like, hey, the only other person that's allowed to come in this house is Hunter, which he lives right beside us. I don't know why he would be. Or Emily, and it's because she was supposed to stay there that night because she was way too fucked up. So what happened was Emily comes in the house at like 3 in the morning, and she like opens the front door, and Christian like just raises up off the couch and looks at her just for like a good 30 seconds, does this, and then lays right back down because he realized it was Emily. He's like, oh, all right, you are allowed in here, you're good, and then laid right back down. Like,
It'd be funny if he did tackle her though.
Just got up.
It was
as
dark.
soon as the door opened. Who the fuck are you?
He's wild, dude.
He is.
I like that guy.
Funny story about Christian. He used to not drink at all. He was like totally like straight edge. Like he did not drink. He would hang out. Like
Right.
he'd hang out with us, but he would not drink. And just recently, just within the last couple of months, he like actually started drinking.
Well, I mean, that night he walked up to me, I remember, and he was like, yeah, man, second time. And I was like, you fucking wasted right now.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
Not
I
at
have
all.
no problem with people who are straight edge and don't want to drink or smoke, whatever.
I have a problem when you shove it down my fucking throat.
I do have a problem, yeah, when you're trying to tell me how to live my life.
You know how many fights I got at shows from people, like, taking cigarettes and stomping on them?
Which one's the actual lucky cigarette?
I don't know.
God damn it, Seth. Did you get it on camera?
I did. I was like, I do this to people all
Look
the
at
time.
this fucker.
Yeah.
You know you gotta have shit luck whenever you depend on one cigarette to try and turn it around.
Yeah, a cigarette. Something that kills you. You're like, you know what? This will turn my load. People did that in Vietnam, though. That's where it originated.
Turning the cigarettes upside down?
Yeah,
Why?
because it was their lucky cigarette. That may be the last cigarette they ever get to smoke.
Okay. Makes sense. Vietnam.
Vietnam was a hell of a war.
Good morning, Vietnam.
I kind of want to watch that movie again. Mostly due to the fact that I love Robin Williams.
Dude, I think everyone knows who Robin Williams is and everybody appreciates him, but I still think to a certain extent he is underrated.
He's extremely underrated.
Did you ever see the 1 Hour Photo movie that he did? Like one of the serious roles that he did,
No.
like super serious. It's like a psychological thriller, and he's the bad guy in it. It's a wild movie, dude.
Dead Poet Society was wild.
Oh my god.
That was a good one. Daddy's Home or some shit.
Goodwill Hunting.
God, dude. He did a lot of good serious roles.
Patch Adams.
Didn't see
It
that one.
had comedy in it, but that was still a serious movie.
You know what time it is, I think? I only have like 4 of them, so.
Hold on. 4:57.
5:20.
No.
But
Oh god, I was way off. Alright.
I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4, maybe 5 new jokes for you.
Oh, I've got a couple, so you go ahead and start.
All right. If I could smoke meth with anybody, it'd be Johnny Cash, and he's dead. So in other words, I'm never smoking meth.
All of these I came up with at the bonfire while I was intoxicated, but I do remember them. One, I think better when I'm drunk, but driving, on the other hand.
I want to make a stab joke, but I can't because stabbings aren't a joke. See, I can't even say it with a straight face. It's 2019. Stop getting stabbed. I'm probably gonna get stabbed soon. Probably gonna get stabbed.
Stop getting, it's that easy.
Stop it.
Jeez.
Get a gun.
That's like homeless people.
Oh! I'm sorry.
Jesus. You want to see what it was, everybody?
I thought it was a hornet.
It was a leaf.
No!
That was great. Oh, it's like homeless people. Just buy a home. You won't be homeless.
You dummy.
One of the other jokes I had. Oh, fuck. Oh, I find it very disheartening that the only time that it's appropriate to piss on someone is if they've been stung by a jellyfish. A lot of people deserve it other times.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people say it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. Those people have never been pissed on. I have. It's great. They say America runs on Duncan, but I've never even met the guy. The fuck is Duncan? And why is his name so goddamn stupid?
In all reality, I am not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts.
Me either. I think they're terrible. I ate one of their donuts the other day and I was like, what the fuck? They didn't even let it cook.
Their coffee, not that great. I'm going to say it. Their coffee's not great. You know what is great?
What?
The fucking $3 Folgers that I buy at Food City.
That is great.
Better than Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, take that, Duncan. I'm not an enemy of the state, but we aren't exactly on speaking terms after I tried to get to second base. I have a quote from my friend here. This is my favorite quote that I've ever heard. We were all gathered around watching YouTube videos, trying to find something funny to laugh at.
Who said this?
My friend Avery Denton says, and I quote, "You can watch a car wreck. Those are fun."
Dude, I mean, if you're ever bored, you got some time to kill, just go to YouTube, type in car crash compilation. You will be entertained for hours.
I mean, unfortunately, you will be.
It's great.
Automobiles freak me the fuck out, man. But I have to drive.
That's why you drive like one of the biggest, heaviest ones.
Exactly.
You drive a fucking truck.
I know.
With like almost a crew cab because you have like somewhat of a back seat.
I do have a back seat. That's where all the action happens.
Hell yeah.
Just kidding. That's where the classy women fuck in Tennessee.
The back of a truck. On a little bucket seat.
You know, for somebody that has a lot of jokes, I'm not really that funny.
That's not true. I thought that was a setup for a joke for a second, then I got sad.
No, I'm just a sad clown.
I think we're all sad clowns.
Oh, we got 2 minutes, which is about as long as it takes for me to get off.
That's like double mine, dude.
Double.
You're doing good. You're doing great.
Keep it up. Mikey, you wild.
Jeez.
I'm never going to forget that.
Oh, God.
It's my favorite thing.
Damn, Mikey, you wild.
Yeah, I've sucked a dick before. Damn, you wild.
If that's your response to like your lifelong friend saying that he sucked a dick, I would have one of two responses. One would be, I've been your friend for over a decade, and I had no idea that you liked men. Or two, that's fucking gross.
That's fucking gross. I don't think anybody enjoys sucking. Well, actually, that's not true. I've heard some people say they love sucking dick.
Because I've seen my own dick, and I wouldn't put it in my mouth.
Me either. They're weird looking.
They're wild.
Yeah, they're wild.
Damn, dick, you wild.
Damn, Damn dick, you wild. All floppy. Flopping around like a thermos.
Oh. All right, well.
We're degenerates.
I'm glad you guys stuck around for the most politically charged episode we've ever had. Hopefully we offended some people, because that's the whole idea of this podcast.
Yeah.
Is to offend as many people as we can. And I think we already reached our peak when R. Kelly banned our episode. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Bye, guys.